There are many kinds of success in this world. Some shine brightly in photographs, in trophies, in applause, and some are quieter, the kind that happens inside the heart, a success measured by peace, by presence, by love. This is a story about a man who forgot the difference. Welcome to Echo TV, where we explore the quiet stories happening behind the things people rarely talk about. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Your support helps this channel grow and reach more minds like yours. His name was Elias Verdun. He was born in a small town where neighbors shared meals and the doors were rarely locked. His mother was gentle, with the kind of voice that made you feel safe just by being near her. His father was humble, always reminding Elias of one simple lesson: being good is more important than being great. Elias believed that for most of his life, but the world outside their home did not always agree. As Elias grew older, he discovered that success in the world came with competition, with pressure, with the expectation to constantly be more. In classrooms, in workplaces, even among friends, being kind didn't seem to carry much weight. But being the best, that was rewarded, admired. He told himself he could do both. He could be good, and he could rise. And so, he worked, harder than anyone around him. Late nights, early mornings, compromises on rest, on joy, on connection. But it paid off, at least at first. He rose through his company quickly. People admired his precision, his determination, the way he took responsibility when others hesitated. His name began to mean something, and with each promotion, each congratulatory handshake, each achievement, something inside him shifted, not all at once, but slowly, quietly. He began to believe that if he stopped pushing, even for a moment, everything he had earned would begin to disappear. At first, it was small things: canceling dinner with friends, skipping his mother's birthday call, telling his partner, Lena, that he just needed a little more time to finish one more project. But one project became 5. One late night became years. Lena used to wait for him. She would fall asleep on the sofa with a plate of food covered in foil, just in case he came home hungry. Eventually, she stopped waiting, not out of anger, but because waiting had turned into hurting. They still loved each other. That much was clear. But love, unattended, begins to wither, like a plant asking for water in silence. And Elias had stopped listening, not just to her, but to everyone. He had colleagues, but no confidants, family, but no presence, achievements, but no joy. People praised him, yet kept their distance. They admired him, yet feared disappointing him. And the strange thing about building your world on success is that it demands constant proof. You must earn your place again and again and again. Elias had become a guardian of the life he built, but not a participant in it. And the silence around him grew louder. The turning point came on the day of his greatest professional accomplishment. He had just secured a contract that would place his company at the forefront of their industry. A historic achievement, something that should have been celebrated. His team was ecstatic. His superiors were proud. His name echoed across conference rooms and company newsletters. But when Elias walked into his office, closed the door behind him and sat down, he felt nothing. Not happiness, not pride, not relief, just emptiness. A quiet void where something meaningful was supposed to be. He reached for his phone, intending to call Lena, to tell her the news. But they hadn't spoken in 6 months. She had left, gently, quietly, the same way love fades. Not with a shout, but with silence. He could have called his mother, but it had been even longer since they last spoke. He kept telling himself he'd call when things settled down. Things never did. And so, in that moment, alone in a room filled with awards and certificates, Elias realized something. He had climbed so high that there was no one left beside him. Success had been his lantern in the dark, but it had also been the fire that burned the bridge between himself and the people who cared. For the first time in years, he allowed himself to feel the sharp sting of regret, the heavy ache of loneliness, the echoing grief of memories neglected. he sank into his chair, buried his face in his hands, and breathed, not the steady breath of accomplishment, but the trembling breath of someone who has finally stopped running. Days passed, then weeks. He began to take small steps, not to rebuild his career, but to rebuild himself. He called his mother. They did not talk about the years lost. They simply talked about the weather, about a neighbor's new dog, about nothing and everything. He reached out to Lena, not to win her back, but to apologize, to tell her she deserved someone who listened, someone who remembered to come home. She cried. Not because she wanted to return, but because part of her had been waiting to hear those words. Healing began there, not reconciliation, not repair, just understanding. Sometimes that is enough. Elias did not abandon his success, but he no longer lived for it. He learned to close his laptop when someone spoke to him. He learned to take walks without checking his phone. He learned how to be present, even if imperfectly and slowly. Life welcomed him back, not with fanfare, but with warmth, a warm meal shared, without urgency, a conversation, without an agenda, a night sky observed without thinking of tomorrow. The world did not ask him to be great, just to be here. There are many kinds of success in this world, and Elias learned the truth. To achieve everything but lose yourself is not success. To have less, but to feel deeply, is abundance. Because the greatest achievements are not framed on walls, printed in magazines, or awarded in ceremonies. They are found in quiet moments. In the laughter of someone who feels safe beside you. In the peace of knowing you did not have to become cold to become strong. This is the success that lasts. This is the success that matters. If this story made you pause, even for a moment, take a breath today. Look around, ask yourself what truly matters to you. And if you want more stories just like this, make sure to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Echo TV. Your presence here matters,